Hello guys. So in today's video, we are going to learn about HTML tags, what they are, how to use them, and how many types of HTML tags exist. So let's get started. Before diving into HTML, let's first understand what is a tag. A tag is something that gives us information about an object. For example, when you go to the shop, you see a price tag on the shirt. That price tag tells you the price of the shirt. Well, let's say there's a box with a tag that says do not open. The tag is basically warning or informing us about the box. So basically a tag is something that gives additional information or context about an object. Similarly, in HTML, when we want to tell the browser that a certain piece of content, say Aman, we use a tag to describe it. In HTML, we write a tag like this. First, we write the opening tag followed by the content and the closing tag, which basically use the backslash with angle bracket. This tag tells the browser that Aman is a heading. Now, sometimes in HTML, we need to add elements that don't need any content inside them, like a line break or a horizontal line. In these cases, there is no point in having both an opening tag and a closing tag. That's where the self-closing tags comes into the picture. For example, the HR tag is used to draw a horizontal line. Since it does not wrap around any text or content, we just write it like this. Simple? There are a few other tags like this too. So now the question is, exactly how many tags are there in HTML? Well, if we consider all the official HTML tags, the number goes up to around 100. We can break these tags down into a few categories. So let's talk about all these tags type one by one so that you can understand what they are and how many different types of tags are there. So let's talk about the first one, which is the text tags, which means headings, paragraphs, and breaks. Basically, text tags are used to represent the textual form of data in UI. For example, we have the heading tag, which gives us the 6 levels of headings. There is no difference in between of them. The only difference is the H1 is the biggest and the H6 is the smallest. Not just in terms of font, but also in terms of what they are mean to. Also, when you use an heading tag, any of them, let's say H2, it just add one line before and one line after the tag. Then we have the paragraph, which is used to write blocks of text. Let's say if you want to write a description, then you can use paragraphs. Then we have the line breaks and horizontal lines. So line break is used to break the line. For example, in the previous example, when I showed you the paragraph tag, let's say we want to break the line on this character. So we can just use the BR tag. It will break the line, as you can see. Then we have the HR tag, which is used for drawing the horizontal line. Very simple but useful. Second, we have the formatting tags. Formatting tags are used to format the text. For example, if you want to make a text bold, you can use a strong. If you want to make the text italic, you can use EM. And if you want to use underline, then you can use U tag. So let's move forward to the next type. Link and media tags. Link tag or media tag includes A means anchor tag just to add the hyperlink and img tag to show images on web page. Then let's move to the list tags. We have the list tag by which we can show an ordered or unordered list. Ordered list means where we are showing numbers or ABC or Roman numbers, and unordered list is something where we are showing bullets or arrows or empty text. Use UL for unordered list, OL for ordered list, and LI for list item. Then we have the table tags. As it says, table tags are used to draw the table. TR is used to define the table row, TH is used to define the table heading, and TD is used to define the table data. Let's move to the next tag type, which is form tags. So form tags is a collection of text boxes, checkboxes, buttons, or input fields. So for example, first of all, we need to wrap up all those tags inside the form tag, and then we have the input tag to tag the input from the user, and button tag to submit the form, checkboxes to show the checkboxes. So similar to that. The next is structural or grouping tag, which is very important and very useful, very whatever. So these tags are used to organize and group the content. First, we have the div, which is a block container. I'll tell you later what is block and what is inline. So div is a block container. Then we have another span, which is an inline container. Apart from that, we have some semantic tags which are used for special cases, but they work same as division or span. So we have section, article, header, footer. So we'll explore each of these categories in more details in upcoming videos. So don't worry if it feels like a lot right now. Just keep practicing and experimenting. That's the best way to learn. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and
please whatever.